think and break me.
Hey guys, welcome back if you've been here before, and if you are brand new then thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you would like to stick around and join us in all of our adventures. You can do that by hitting the little subscribe button. Show me where it is, John.
There, you should know by now, guys.
If you do hit the subscribe button, then please make sure to turn on the notification bell as well, and then you'll be notified every single time that we post.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you guys all know that D23 happened.
Absolutely, and basically we just wasted the whole weekend watching it this weekend.
Yeah, it's a bank holiday,
Yeah.
but there was no point in it because we just sat in and watched D23.
And it's been really awesome weather, so just stayed in.
Yeah, I don't deal with the sun anyway, so.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to go through some of the highlights for us.
Absolutely, stuff that we're excited about, what's been announced.
Yeah, so it won't be everything.
Yeah.
There were tons of things mentioned, so we won't get through it all.
No.
So we just thought we would mainly focus on the parks because that's what we're mainly focused on.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that's been announced that we think, oh, that's cool, but we haven't done it before, so we can't, you know, have anything to say. Like a new cruise ship and a new
Star Wars hotel as well.
Yeah, so we don't know enough about that, so we're not going to go and touch on that. So we're just going to stay at stuff that we do.
Yeah, so we thought we'd share the highlights and then just quickly as well share our thoughts on those. So we'll start off in Epcot over at the World Showcase. Well, actually, let's just start off in Epcot.
Well, loads
briefly.
getting done at Epcot.
Yeah, so Epcot, rather than being, you know, Epcot and World Showcase, it's now going to be 4 lands.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than having like Future World and World Showcase, and having the different lands means they can theme it differently, which is nice.
Absolutely. I think changing it from the Future World and all that, it's out of date really quick, you keeping it like that, and that's what they suffered about now, I think. From changing their names to what they got now is a lot of sense, because it's not going to be out of date for a long time then.
But I am really excited to see new Epcot.
Yeah.
So we'll start over at World Showcase.
Yep.
And we'll start right here in the UK Pavilion.
Of course.
We'll pretend we're there. We're in the UK.
We really wish we were.
Yeah, so Mary Poppins is getting not only a new area, but she's getting a new attraction.
Yes, we don't know what the attraction is at the moment, but we do know that there's going to be the ship type of house. We've seen some artwork about that, and that looks really, really good.
Yeah.
We do know there's going to be, you walk through Mr. Bant's house, which is also going to be really cool. So yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna make UK Pavilion a lot more, I don't know, you can spend a lot more time there. I mean, you can spend time there now, but I think it's going to be, you're going to enjoy walking around that stuff as well.
Yeah.
And even if the new attraction is just a carousel, you know, I think that's going to be good too.
Yeah, so rumour had it that it was going to be music based, which is great because I love the Mary Poppins songs, and not massively the film, but the songs I really love, so that suits me fine. In my head, now this is just from my head, but in my head it's going to be kind of a Peter Pan-y kind of ride.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know why I think that, and I kind of hope it isn't, but that's the kind of feeling I've got.
I mean, if I'm really dreaming, I like fly with you know,
an umbrella.
Yeah.
We all just hold on to an umbrella.
Yeah, or going up a chimney breast with the sleeps and stuff.
Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities. And also in the UK Pavilion, they're getting a cherry tree lane. Easy for me to say.
Yes, and like I said, that's going to be really cool to walk around. You know, that's going to be a lot of photos opportunities in around there, and I think it'll make UK Pavilion a lot more.
Yeah, and there are parts of the UK that do look like that, so that would be really cool.
Absolutely, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so moving swiftly over to France.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a Beauty and the Beast sing-along, and they said with comedic value.
Yeah, now you said that you reckon it's going to be like...
I think it'll be like Frozen sing-along, mostly because Frozen sing-along is really popular.
Yeah, and it's funny, and it's got...
And you've got the two, what are they called, like the host people? There's normally a man and a lady. Yeah, and so I think it's gonna have that kind of a feel. That's what I'm hoping for.
And if it is, because they've done a really good job on that one, I'm really good with that. I'm really happy with that. Why not sing along to your favourite Disney songs? So yeah, I'm
really glad that France are getting that, because we watched is it Impressions of France or Impressions? And that was the worst 360 movie out of a lot of them. So I mean, they're keeping that, but they're getting this extra, which is nice. They're also getting the Ratatouille ride.
We've done that in Paris.
We did. I think it's going to be the same. From what I can see, it's going to be.
It looks the same. The vehicles and that looks the same.
Yeah, so that's really cool because that's a really fun ride.
It is. I mean, the smells of that ride as well. I mean, some people love it, some people hate it. I don't mind it. I quite like it smell. But it's a really good ride. I quite enjoy the ride. So it's a good plus for as well. So yeah, at the moment that's doing really well.
Yeah, they're getting a creperie, which is going to be quick service and table service, which confuses us slightly because we've had crepes, obviously, and we've had crepes in France, and for us they would be a lunch thing. But at lunchtime we would have maybe a cheese and bacon crepe, or you would have a Nutella and banana crepe.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to make it table service, but
I'm interested to find out because I think it's really good additional to you know, everyone loves a good crepe, and I think I'm really excited that they're doing that. Just like Emma said, I don't know how they're going to make it table service.
Yeah, but we can
and
wait
main meal. But no, it'd be really good to find out.
Yeah, and then just finally for World Showcase, well, not finally for World Showcase, but the final things we're going to touch upon. China and Canada are both getting new 360 films.
Yeah.
I do think they needed it. We've only seen those once, and I don't know if I would have gone and watched them again.
I enjoyed them, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I understand why they needed them, and always update is always good. But even how it is now, I quite enjoyed them. It's exciting, really.
So one of the new lands, or not new lands, but the new names of one of the lands, I don't know how to word that, is going to be called World Celebration. This is where Spaceship Earth is.
Yeah.
And so obviously Spaceship Earth, well not obviously, but Spaceship Earth has been having an update. It's now, so lots of the scenes are the same.
Yes.
With a new storytelling aspect.
Yes. I'm not too upset about that at all. I think I can see why people won't keep it as it is, but to make the Epcot more current for a longer time, they would have to do something like this, because how much I love Spaceship Earth, it can be dated, but with this, story can never be dated.
So having the light that you're following through the story, I think, is going to be an aspect that I really enjoy.
And I think, to be fair to Epcot and the D23 and all these announcements, I think story is what Disney do fantastically. So I think I understand where they're going with all this, and I'm not too upset with it, and I think it'll make Epcot more current for a long time.
Yeah. There's also a new events pavilion with a floating
really
garden. So it's cool. I think they're saying this is where the festival centre is going to be, and then on the top is like a garden area.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to have an amazing view of the World Showcase Lake.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that not everyone's going to be allowed up there for
I think it's going to
showtime. So we're wondering if it's going to be a dessert party place, or I don't know, maybe we're wrong.
Or maybe you can get up there and just get a good spot, but it seems to me that's going to be an e-ticket place to hang out.
Yeah, if they're advertising it as like a prime viewing spot, then there's going to be restrictions.
And I know people, we would spend the money for a dessert party up there, so absolutely there will be people out there that will.
Yeah, and obviously the entrance also has been revamped. They've got rid of the Leave a Legacy thing, which for us looks better, but I understand for people that have left a legacy, they might be a bit...
Absolutely, no, I think it looks a lot better, but I think they're moving it elsewhere. I might be wrong, so if you do know, let me know. But yeah, if you have left something there, it might be better if you're just chucking it away. But
I don't think they're just chucking it away. So the next land is World Nature. I like that they're involving a nature kind of aspect to Epcot, because I do think Epcot, in my head, is kind of like the learning park.
Yeah.
You get to go and learn about space and about the countries.
Absolutely.
So I think it's good that they're involving a nature bit as well.
And there's a water Moana bit as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so we did mention that we were both really loving Moana. We did say ride, and I wish it was a ride. Yeah. But I'm happy with an attraction.
I mean, it's anything. We're happy with Moana, anything in the park, and there isn't much there at the moment, so I'm happy that it's coming.
Yeah,
you know.
And hopefully this means that there'll be Moana meet and greets.
Yeah.
Maybe Maui, because that would be really
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
Do you know what? I'd really like to meet Tamatoa.
Yeah.
I don't know how Disney could do that, but I would really like that. And then also for World Nature, the Awesome Planet film is being released this week, I think.
Yeah.
John doesn't remember the old one.
No.
I remember the old one, but it obviously didn't leave that much of an effect because John doesn't remember it, so hopefully Awesome Planet can do a better job.
Yeah, but what you have said about it, obviously it was really good. Well, I mean, I can't
It was
remember.
cute, and it was a nice lesson to like take care of the planet, and I think that's what Awesome Planet will be, just a revamped
Well,
version.
yeah, and you can moan about that, and you know that's a good message to do. So yeah, I'm happy with that as well. But I can't remember the original, so.
And the final land is the one I am most excited for, and it's World Discovery.
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
So there's obviously the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride coming, and we weren't excited for this at all. But then we listened to people talking, because we've not even looked into it because we've only just started watching the Marvel
I know
movies.
how bad we are. We watched our first Marvel one last night.
Technically our second.
We are hoping to get through more before we go back, and we're going to be
We're
really
gonna be little
excited
Marvel
about.
nerds.
Yeah.
So the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster has got a reversed push.
Yeah.
Which sounds so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be a new play pavilion that is kind of WreckIt Ralph themed.
Well, we mentioned this on a video before, so I reckon Disney listens to us because we definitely mentioned what we want to come, and that was something we said.
Yeah, WreckIt Ralph Land was something that I imagine Disney thought of it way before I did, but a WreckIt Ralph play area. I think it's like the bits that you get after the Figment ride is what I imagine it to be, and I'm really excited to play with that.
That's going to be a fun place to be.
And they said you can like interact with people there and people at home,
yeah,
and that's
like a sim
so
sort
cool.
of type of thing. What looks really smart.
Yeah, I'm excited to say that. But
the main thing,
the one thing I've never been more excited in my entire life. If you've watched our NASA video, you know that.
Check it out, we leave it at the top.
All I wanted from that day was space food.
Yeah.
So Disney has given it to me.
Well, hopefully, if they don't give space food in your space restaurant, you're in a spaceship, or you looking out to planets, or you look, outside and you can see planets. What looks fantastic. If you don't do space food on that, they're missing a massive trick.
I'm going to be so upset if there's no space food.
There has to be.
But even the theme, so let's say there's no space food, and I'll just have to get over it. But you go up in a space elevator 220 miles above Epcot, which is why it's called Space 2020, or 220, sorry, not 2020, Space 220, and then so you're up in the sky in space, and you're in this restaurant eating food, looking down at Earth.
Absolutely, a spaceman looking through your window at you. It'd be amazing. You might see an alien or something. It'd be great.
I don't know if they're gonna see aliens.
Well, I don't know, but I would if I was to.
You're getting my hopes up.
But how awesome does that sound? It looks incredible from the artwork that we've seen.
Yeah, from all of the things that have been released this weekend, that is the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah, so I think that theming will be amazing.
Yeah. So there are a couple more points quickly, not all necessarily park-based, but we'll stick with the park-based ones for now. So there's going to be a new Walt statue.
Yes, that's going to be nice. That's going to be really good to take photos of. Like I said earlier, I think Walt was all about telling a story, and Epcot, it seems to be going that way. It makes sense. So
yeah, it's going to be super. Well, I think it's really nice that they're still remembering that it was all Walt that started it all. Well, Mickey technically, but so there's going to be a new show on the World Showcase River. We all knew that this was coming. I can't figure out how to pronounce this. It looks like Harmonious. So that's what I'm going to call it.
Okay.
And it's to celebrate the music of Disney.
Yeah, and everyone knows the music of Disney. All the films, all the shows, all the parades. The music is one of the biggest things that makes that special. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that.
Me too, because I think it's kind of going to be a mix between Rivers of Light and Fantasmic. In my head, that's what it's a mix of.
And I know people don't do Disney for the shows and that. We love that. We love the shows and parades.
And the food.
And the food.
And the characters.
And the rides. But we do like a good show, and I think Disney does amazing at. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, me too. So that's it for most of the updates we think were Epcot, to be honest.
I think it mostly
Which makes sense.
Well, They can't do it all, can they? You have to concentrate on one area and then move on to other things.
So there were a few other things that three other things we were really excited about. So the Magic Happens Parade, which features a Moana float.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
And a Coco float, but John fell asleep during Coco, so he's not excited about that. But I'm really excited about Coco float.
I'll rewatch it before you go.
And the Cirque du Soleil are working with Disney to create a brand new show.
We love the Cirque du Soleil. We've seen it a couple of years ago in Springs.
Disney Springs.
And that was amazing. So if they can incorporate Disney into it, it'll be just even better, you know. Really, really.
Yeah, we are basically Disney take our money at the moment.
Absolutely. You could say anything and they can have it.
Yeah. And then the final thing that we were, it's not the final thing that happened, but the final thing that we were excited about is the Genea.
Yes. Yeah, now, like you said earlier, for us, I don't know if we use it because we quite like the planning process. But people are not always like us, and they sometimes it's a bit too much. You got to say, you got to plan your food, you got to plan fast passes, you got to know which park you're going to be in, what day and how long for. You're doing a split park day or whatever else. Some people don't want to research as much as we do. So for them people, then I think it's going to be a really good app. I'm not necessarily sure that we'll use it.
Well, I think I would like to give it a go. I think I would like to reserve a day where we can give it a go, and because it said there are options on there where you're like, okay, today I want a princess day, which I think is a really cool idea. So I do think that I would like to be like, okay, it's Wednesday, I want a princess day, and then we just follow the itinerary from finish to end and see how it goes, because it does say it regularly updates, and then they plan out your restaurants, your food stops, your character meets. So it definitely would be interesting to do it for a day. But like John said, we like to plan out. We start with our restaurants and then plan our days around that.
And shows.
Yeah. But I do think it's a really nice idea, and it's good for the days that you wake up and you're like, okay, I really don't fancy doing anything that I've planned, because it happens. We do it. I really don't fancy doing anything that I've planned. I really want to just see some Mickey Mouse, and you can plan a Mickey Mouse day.
I mean, it's good, and it's good that they thought about it. It's good because there's people out there who will use it, and I'm not saying we won't. I'm just saying we enjoy the planning process. So definitely worth giving it a go.
So that's it from us. Those are our highlights anyway. Let us know if we've missed anything that you're super excited for down in the comments below. I know a lot of the changes for some people are going to be, you know, people are going to be happy, people are going to be sad. For us, we don't visit Disney World enough for anything to be sentimental yet. So I think
there's certain things. I don't think there's we visit enough to, I don't know, Warren getting upset about.
I would be upset if they were like, oh no more Haunted Mansion. Then I'd be upset. But we are excited for change. We're excited for the new things to come.
Absolutely. On that, thanks for watching, guys.
And we'll see you next time.
See you soon. Bye. Too much cleavage. No. Just say it. Oh, this was like, oh, he's cool.